minutes. I gotta go tell my dog goodnight and my mom that I love her. So fire away. Let's go.
Well, you just told your mom.
Huh?
I'm sure your mom's watching or listening.
No. She seen me at halftime. That ain't. My mom has a higher standard. Y'all got to tell her goodnight.
I know she does, of course. Halftime. You have talked about what that moment would feel like for months. When it became real, even though you only had 2.5 minutes out there, what were the things sort of going through your mind in those moments?
Forever in history. That's how I thought about it. Every game. What am I, year 5 now? Every game from now on in my career, I can always look up and see my name in the Raptors. That's motivation, obviously, to get my name in the Raptors again. So every time, that's a motivational stamp.
Oh, obviously you're still winning, but at the same time, you're having an off shooting night. Not you as a team, but as a team. Is there any concern internally about the struggles from the 3-point line? And what have you noticed as to why that shooting might be a little bit off to start the season?
We've been missing wide open shots, so I'm not too worried about it. We do need threes, though. We can't always beat teams with twos, especially teams that are really generate off of threes. So it's the beginning of the season, and guys are getting great looks, and I just want them to keep being aggressive, keep taking those shots, because at the end of the day, we're gonna need them. See, that's my mama. Y'all playing.
Bam, all the work that you put in the offseason for the muscle that you put on, you've always been a physical player, but I mean, is there a way to describe how much more physically, I guess, dominant you feel maybe on the court this year?
I got my body back, man. That's the biggest difference. I came into the season last year 245. Not being able to lift during the off season really hurt me. Obviously being able to defend, move guys around, but this year I got in the gym, got to really put some weight on, and it was good to be back.
You have a guy like Kyle who comes in here. He's been a scorer his whole career, and he's really putting that on the side and getting everyone else going. What does that say about him, that he has yet to score in double figures this season, and yet every game he has played and you've won?
He's taking all my assists, Ira.
Got to give up something, my friend. Everyone's rebounds.
Am I? 'Cause a lot of my rebounds don't be in traffic.
But what does it mean that Kyle's playing that way so selflessly?
It's just great for our team, man. The fact that he's willing to pitch ahead, and give up scoring for me, Jimmy, Tyler, Duncan, and trying to get other guys involved. As you can see, he's making it work, and he's finding his pace where he can score. I feel like he's gonna start getting a rhythm where you're gonna start to see Cal start to pick it up. It's the beginning of the season. He's trying to, fill the team out and pick his spots.
Bam, you talk about the increased strength, but also sort of being in your 5th year and increasing your IQ overall for the game. Is that why it seemed tonight like you took your time a lot, make sure you got the dunk, sort of waited for a guy to commit? I just remember going back 2-3 years ago when some of those, you might flip it up right away or something, but it seemed like that's been a change. Has that been a progression for you?
Yeah, for sure. Big guys, when they get a rebound or they're in the paint, a lot of coaches tell you, go up quick. And when D-Wade got here, going into my 2nd year, and people started blitzing him, and I would catch him in the pocket. And he would always tell me, be patient. Take your time. Rim's not going anywhere. And I've carried that the rest of my career, and as you can see, I've built off that, and that was a great lesson for me. Shout out D-Wade.
Tyler, that second quarter, you've had a bunch of those this season. Is there something you feel ahead of time that it's going to happen? Is there something during one of those runs when you go, yeah, this is going to be good for a while here? What's that feeling like when you get in that groove?
I mean, just coming to play, being locked in. You know, some nights are different than others. Being able to, get to my spots. You know, the last couple games, I feel like, or really that Brooklyn game, I felt like I was getting sped up a little bit, getting rushed. So just came in tonight with the focus to, slow the game down a little bit, be able to get back to my spots and just feel comfortable out there.
Hey, Tyler, can you take us through what those couple minutes of halftime were like in celebrating Bam?
Yeah, just tremendous being able to watch him. And for me, I was just looking at all the names up there. I think it was Tim, D Wade, LeBron, and then being able to see Bam's name up there next to them in the rafters is amazing. It's gonna be there forever. So just happy for him, and I'm sure that's a surreal moment for him to be able to see his name up there, and then being able to win a gold medal for the city and for himself is amazing.
I should know this, but I don't. Obviously, you had the beat the clock one on opening night. You had the beat the clock one tonight, then the first quarter. I mean, I guess, have you always known like where the clock is and how much time you have, if you have time for one more dribble, one more step in those situations?
Yeah, I think for me, like I think like a dribble a second. So being able to, I think there was 5 or 6 seconds left. Kyle threw it to me, and I took like 3 dribbles. I think I caught it with like 4 on the clock. So just 3 dribbles, and like I said, a dribble a second.
Tyler, when this group came together in training camp, did you get a sense it would be this good defensively from the start? I mean, I know you had guys with pedigree, but it usually doesn't come together where it seems like people are covering for each other. Everybody seems to know where everybody is. I mean, to hold the team that was first in net rate in offensive rating to 99.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Well, like you said, the guys that we went and got, in the offseason are, defensive champions, and also, they take real pride in the defensive end. And I think the veteran experience that we have allows us to be this good defensively, this quick. And then even the younger guys, like myself and the rest of the young guys that are out there, they, we have enough experience now to be able to know where to go, know the spots, know the rotations, and with the veterans out there helping us, being able to get us in the right spot. So, obviously it's a good start defensively, but I think we can even get better on that end of the ball.
And just kind of piggybacking off of that, I'm sure you knew when you brought in Kyle, like the expectations were going to be high for this team. But seeing your work and Bam's work, that you guys as the young cornerstones really kind of uplift this so early. What does it mean to have that rewarding work pay off so quickly?
Yeah, I mean it's still early, but to see the start that we've gotten off to is good. Obviously we worked tremendously hard this offseason to take that step forward in both of our games. And then just the rest of the teammates that we have, everyone's unselfish. We're all playing for one another. We share the ball, cover for each other defensively, and just have a great group of guys.
Tyler, we all know that Kyle can score. He's done it a lot in his career. He has yet to score 10 points as a member of the Heat, but Coach was just in here talking about how he's really made a point to get everyone else involved, and one day he'll come around with his offense. What's it like to have a guy like that? And do you notice it from him that maybe where he could step in, he's sort of getting off the ball instead?
Yeah, I think he's had enough experience to, if he wants to get 20, he can get 20 in any game, really. So I think it's just, like I said, being this group has a bunch of guys who are unselfish, and I think that starts with Kyle. It's kind of contagious ever since the first day of training camp. It's been that way. So he's the one that's kind of spreading the unselfishness.
So I want to go back to Tim's question about the buzzer beaters. Because of your rotation patterns, you're in at the end of quarters. I saw you like kind of warming up, kind of crossing half court, stop, pop the shot and everything like that. Is there sort of like an expectation that your teammates sort of look for you in those like final 4 or 5 seconds? Are you kind of like the designated guy to take those shots at this point?
I don't think I'm the designated guy. I think we have a bunch of guys that are able to make them tough shots at the end of quarters, or Jimmy and Kyle, Bam. Everyone can take shots at the end of the quarters, but I'm feel comfortable being the guy to take those shots. Yeah.
All right, we'll take a question via Zoom from Mateo Mayorga.
Hello, Tyler. The Heat have recovered at least 60 rebounds in each of their past 2 games, and last year they were 29th in that category. Is it fair to say that the Heat are now a dominant team attacking the glass this year?
I mean, that's for you guys to decide if you guys think we're dominant rebounding the ball. I don't know.
All right, Tyler, thank you.
Thank you.